Hello everyone, welcome, and we're playing a really brand new deck today. I'm not sure if any of you have seen this deck before. You've probably heard of the deck. You might have even seen a version of it played, Malygos Druid. I'm finding this an absolutely incredibly strong deck. It beats, as far as I can see, any mid-range or slow matchup. The only weakness is against aggro. It actually gives you a better chance against aggro than some other versions of Druid. I'm assuming this is going to be an easy win. But let's see. So we want to get our ramp and card draw. Those are two things. We want to prioritize. Going first, we'd like to prioritize card draw because we're lacking a card, obviously. There we go. Guess the weight. So we've got one guess of the weight, and this is actually perfect. This is a perfect turn start. Guess the weight. Hopefully we can innovate into overgrowth. And we've already got an umbral owl, so that's one minion we don't have to worry about discarding. We pretty much go more here. Okay, right, yes, so just to go through the deck, we might go through it in more detail later. This draws Umbral Owl or Twilight Runner. We've got Twilight Runner purely because it's a safe-ish card draw. It's very hard to get rid of because it's stealthed, so we're likely to get two minions. Oh, we've got like something on board. Ooh, do we play it now? Yeah. It's going to give us a nice full hand. Hopefully we won't draw any minions. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's not too bad. So we want to play... so we're going to play this next turn. Then we're going to hopefully draw a Twilight Runner for cost reduction of 2. That's a bit annoying. Alright. So this isn't so good here. So everything's cheaper now. It looks very strange. I think we just play this for 4 mana next turn. That really is a very well timed new fight there. You play it now. Don't want to risk. Don't want to risk drawing it because this is the last beast in my deck. So this is. Okay. Probably go for overgrowth here. Don't think we're in any rush. We've got Cenarian Ward. So Resizing Pouch is a very interesting card. Two main ways to play it, or play it in this situation when you've got 1 mana. You guaranteed a 0 cost spell, which is either going to be Innovate or Lightning Bloom. The other way is play it turn 10, get a Malygos, other good stuff. Get Libram of Hope possibly as well. Get some of the good dragons. We're on 8 cards here. Got a lot of card draw here. I'm gonna wait a bit. I don't think we're under pressure. Unless he plays Kazakus, I think we should be okay. Kazakus will actually make it that we're on a clock because he can get the golem which buffs up the board, so let's hope he doesn't. Okay. Okay, so we can actually kill this. Is he going to shadow step it? Interesting. Yeah, I guess we could do this now. Don't mind burning the Malygos. Oh, that's really good. So we could play scenario. Yeah. So next turn we can play this. Oh, we've got another solar eclipse. That's pretty good. Yeah. We'll play this now. Next turn we can play 1 cost solar eclipse.
Time waits for no one.
Can actually get a 10 cost card if we play resizing pouch turn 10. But we're going to get a massive amount of armor now. We could also put an iron bark on something. Should be well ahead now. He's drawn through his cards quite quick. Oh, we've also drawn. We've actually drawn more cards than him. I am shocked. Okay, right, here we go. So we've got 9 mana. This costs 8, but we've got the 1 reduction here.
The void is filled with existence is pain. So is teaching you.
Is this going to help at all? 8-4, you could just trade into it. Let's see what he does. I want to trade off as much as I can. I think we value trade here. So we do have a potential solar eclipse arbor up coming up. I'm just putting this as 1 just to see what he can do. Maybe use one of his damage spells to kill it. Oh, 1 minute. This could actually kill it. He's going to just prize plunder this, isn't he? It's a bit obvious. What is he doing? Yeah. Right, fine. Okay, that's absolutely fine because we've got a massive amount of armor here. 15 plus 23 is 38 health. Just got to watch out for that really nasty. Oh. Yeah, there you go. It's just too much. I was thinking of double lightning bloom into the overgrowth into card draw just to buff up that it would have been basically an extra 8/8 on that 4/8. It would have been a 60. It would have been a 12/16. Yeah, we didn't have his Kazakus yet, so it was a bit unlucky for him. That Kazakus could have made a difference for him, but yeah, you see the power of this deck, and because we can generate cards as well, we can actually sometimes even do a 3rd solar eclipse scenario in wood. It's just so powerful.
Know the true essence of fear. I must protect the wild.
I don't think we can keep that. I don't think we keep that. No, I don't think we can keep any of this. Okay, that's really good. Card draw. Fantastic. Do we play for... Do we go for an extra mana crystal? I don't think so in this situation because we don't have a clear, strong follow-up. We could just kill this, I suppose. And draw. Right, it's going to be less, isn't it? We know for a fact that we're going to... Okay. So, it's been nice to play turn 5.
Plague lands. Wash your hands.
In for the damage. We could play Twilight Run next turn if we drew it. No. Alright, we'll see what happens. We've got a mini removal here. We've got this which can rush in.
Come, shop, browse, smell.
Okay. I think we take the wild growth. We'll give us some ramp, I guess. And we're going to be able to play this now. Right, so we want to be dumping our hands. I think that's the correct approach here. Let's give them a target for soul share, but sometimes you can't overthink things. Yep. Is he trying to kill me or trying to... confused. So maybe we could get an innovate of this. We're trying to empty our hand. We could play a good Malygos turn.
What to do?
This is gonna... I don't think we want to play it like this. I think we actually wait here. Because we can burst onto the board soon. So we want to be starting to really dump our hand out. Right, okay. Any way we can steal that? I don't think so. Coin.
What to do?
I want to save this. I want to dump everything else in. Can we get a ticketus? Huh. Can we do miracle here? I don't think so.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, we just play this. So we've got enough card draw, enough everything else. I'll just get rid of this with this, it's fine. Next turn we can double coin Solus Lion Lord. I should basically make this
Come, shop,
much weaker. Big health. Oh, beautiful. That is really good. Make sure these two go face. Okay, who's the one with the board now? And if he destroys this board, I'm still going to get a 7 cost minion and a dragon rider. That wasn't so impressive, was it? Okay, I'm going to draw the rest of my deck now, so I'm going to have to win with the rest of it. So we use the coin up here. Let's give us. We've got the umbrella, which you can play for 0. Good. Oh, maybe we don't. Oops. Oh, what do we have here? Fungal fortune, iron bark. We decided those two are quite useful.
What to do?
Not happy with this, but I guess we've got to do that. Alright. We've got another scenario, double scenario coming up as well. We've got double arbor up. Yeah, we've got several. If one, yeah, this is history, isn't it? Yeah. Glowfly? Just use this single. Let's play this first.
I'll get even!
Got 2 more plays left. Resizing pouch might be my last hope. If you can clear this. Wow. That does not work. That was a big mistake, I think. We definitely go the arbor up route here. Now the question is, double arbor up. Yeah, and we use hero power to get through the last one. Yeah. Boom. There we go. 40 damage to face. Oh, beautiful. Really, really nice. Such a strong deck, this. This is really a secret. This is a secret OP deck, this. No question. It is so strong. Alright, let's have a look at the actual deck. Win rate. Let's just have a, oh, I've only had 4 games with it. It's 100% win rate so far. So still early days. So the idea of this deck, as you saw in the games, you've got very few threats, but it seems that those few threats are enough. The idea is ramp up, then you've got Cenarian Ward or Solar Eclipse Cenarian Ward. For some reason, that's too much for many classes. Against aggro, obviously, it gives you extra 16 armor plus 2 massive minions. Malygos draws the rest of your deck, as you saw. Living Seed. Now, the logic behind Living Seed is you've got 2 Umbral Owls and 1 Twilight Runner and 1 Malygos. Those are your 4 minions. 3 of them are beasts. This can draw beasts. That's good. And especially if you're able to draw the beasts independently, that makes your Fungal Fortunes that little bit more reliable. Obviously, you're going to have to draw the Living Seeds before playing the Fungal Fortunes, but yeah, it's just like a little mini synergy there. Obviously, you've got your Innovates and Lightning Blooms, just like in Primordial Druid, Big Druid, whatever you want to call it. Nature Studies resizing pouches can give you some refill, but obviously it's Discover cards, so they're not completely reliable. But yeah, resizing pouch, you can use it very flexibly. If you're on 1 mana, you use resizing pouch, will give you a Lightning Bloom or Innovate in most cases. Otherwise, you get a Pounce, or you get like an Imp or something like that. Those are the other 2. Guys, I think there's a 5th 0 cost card floating around there. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, you're very likely to get Ramp. Got Pounce here. Yeah. Right, you got annoying Murloc Tiny Fin and Desk Imp kind of messes it up a bit, but right. So then the idea is Umbral Owls are going to be playable after turn 2 or 3 because you would have played 2 or 3 spells, and that means they would be reduced to the cost of about 3 or 4 mana. And if you get your ramp going, it just synergizes so well. Lunar Eclipse, that's for dealing with aggro. Also, we've got Bog Beam, dealing with aggro. Got Iron Bark to buff up our board. We've got Arbor Up to buff up the board. Now, and you've got probably, I would say, this might be the most important card in the deck, Solar Eclipse. It just synergizes with so much. Solar Eclipse, Arbor Up, I'm sure all the Token Druid players know about that interaction. The nice thing is you can play a Solar Eclipse, which can reduce the cost of an Umbral Owl down from 1 to 0. Quickly play the Umbral Owl, then play the Arbor Up, and you get the double buff on the Umbral Owl as well. Get yourself a nice 8/6 minion. Just throw a casual 8/6 in with Rush. Yeah, in the middle of your Solar Eclipse Arbor Up combo. Overgrowth is for the ramp. You really want a hard mulligan for Overgrowth. It really changes your win rate chances, because if you've got more mana, we've got so much card draw in this deck. We've got Malygos, of course, but besides that, we've got Twilight Runner, which you can get with a Living Seed. So Living Seed into Twilight Runner, into card draw, into more card draw. Fungal Fortunes as well. Guess the way we've got 1. I think more than that is a bit too much card draw. Nature Studies. You'll find that with other versions of Malygos Druid, you find that you sometimes do end up running out of steam because there's not enough card draw in it. Because we've got Fungal Fortunes in it, and we've taken out some of the minions which some people run in the Malygos Druid, we can we've got a massive card draw engine here. 3 cost mana cards, drawing 6 cards altogether. That's better than the regular one, even though you've got Malygos. But remember, it's not that I want to use Fungal Fortunes and Malygos. It's going to have to go very late to end up using both those cards. Really, they're just different options for card draw. The idea is you want to get through to your Cenarian Wards, your Umbral Owls, your Arbor Ups, and your Solar Eclipses. That is your win condition. It's those 4 cards basically, and you buff the board, get massive minions. You've got armor, which can help you survive, and then you've got resizing pouch and Nature Studies, which can hopefully help you out in different situations. Nature Studies. Also, you can play this you can play this at the end of your turn, let's say you've got 10 mana, play Nature Studies as the last card. That will give you 10 mana next turn with a 1 cost reduction of all your spells, and you can actually use Resizing Pouch for 0 mana to get yourself a guaranteed 10 drop if you want 10 drops. But as a word of advice, 10 drops, 9 drops, not that much difference at the moment. 10 drop gets you Survival of the Fittest. Let's say you want to buff up the board. 9 drop, you get this guy. Let's have a look at the other. Yeah, 9 drops. That's a really good 9 drop. Alexstrasza. Clown, not so good. We've got all these big dragons, which all cost 9. This is good. This is for emergencies. That's pretty good. Again, these you don't get. This is going to be a bit useless. Just a 10/10 body. This is good for clearing board. So you could go for a 10 drop, but the 9 drops are pretty good. What else? Yeah, Twilight Runner, a nice safe card draw, and you know, as we said, card draw into card draw. Yeah, basically what you saw in the video is how you're going to play the deck. It's surprisingly strong. You would have thought that there's so much removal and so much hard removal in the deck game that it doesn't have enough threats, but it does. It's almost like, it's sort of like a hybrid token druid and ramp primordial druid. It's kind of in between. You've got sort of like, you've got your big board arbor up sort of turn. You've got your Cenarian ward turns as well. And you also got your ramp to get you there as well. And you've got a few more options. You've got much more control over the board because of the lunar eclipses and the bog booms. I would try out this deck. It's so flexible. It's a very, it's so hard to describe what the archetype is. I would say it's a fluid deck. It almost reminds me of Miracle Rogue in a weird way. It's just, you can combine so many different pieces. There's so many synergies which happen in this deck. Lightning Bloom into Solar Eclipse, Cenarian Water turn 8, for example, or even turn 6. Malygos drawing stuff, which are spells, draw more spells. A minion, we've got another minion which draws cards. It's just very good. Alright, okay, thanks for watching. Not so much of a detailed explanation as usual, but you're just going to have to try this deck yourself and see how it plays. It's really, really strong. I'm going to try doing a legend climb with this deck, seeing if we get there. It's a shame. Okay, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.